Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning. I just got up, did all my chores overhead the house, and looked at the weather this morning. And we are due to get 3 to 6 inches starting tomorrow at midnight. Maybe it's tonight at midnight. Anyway, I've got this greenhouse here that I've got to get ready going anyway. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work on getting the plastic and stuff in this and moving my bantam chickens over here today so that they will be protected from the snow, and it will give them some extra heat during that snowstorm. So yeah, that's what we're going to get going today. Hi, so it's been a few days since we talked about this greenhouse right here behind me. Before it was completely just the framework and everything, and we talked about how we needed to go back and fix this. So I'm going to show you what we did. Okay, so you can see here it's a greenhouse, and I've got this aluminum tape. This is the tape that they use to seal ductwork and stuff. It'll hold up better in the winter than, like, say, duct tape. Duct tape's glue gets really brittle and it breaks off easily. And then we've got these panels. These are the corrugated plastic greenhouse panels that you can buy just about anywhere. It's what standardly comes with greenhouse kits and stuff. And then we just covered the whole structure in this greenhouse plastic. I think this is like the 9mm. It's a really thick greenhouse plastic. So it's kind of formed a double layer on this building here for me. The reason we did this is, I want to be able to put plants and stuff out of here. But where we had our bantam chickens prior just wasn't working. It was in a constant shade, which is fine for when we got really hot summers and stuff, but it wasn't doing my chickens any good. They stopped laying early in the fall because there wasn't enough light for them over where they were at. And because they are bantams, I have a couple of frizzle feathers, and then I have a couple of silkies. It was just too cold with wind and stuff for them to be able to stay warm and stuff. It just wasn't working for them. So we set it up in here for these lovely little chickens. You can see here I put down some wood chips. This is going to be beneficial for them as well as us later. And you can see they are quite enjoying themselves. There's plenty of space in here for them. They're pecking around, they're scratching, they're enjoying themselves. We've got a nice little front in here. I actually got an egg here earlier this morning. This is another reason we changed them over here. There wasn't enough light over there. And so just by changing them over here, where they get more light, they've already started laying again. So this is exciting. So you can see they are truly enjoying themselves out here. And it is warmer. It is probably 5 to 10 degrees warmer in here. This building is not airtight, so there's still plenty of ventilation for them. There's still plenty of ventilation for them to be happy, but it'll stay dry, and it'll stay a little bit warmer, and I don't have to worry about them quite as much. Close back up so that they can't get out, and my little dog can't get back in there. This front is not ideal. This is just what we've done just to make this functional for right now. We will fix this come spring to make it a more functional greenhouse. And then if you come with me over here, this is our back gate and this is our back fence line. Over here is actually where, from about right here where this gate is at, we're going to go 1, 2, possibly 3 panels along this fence line. So it's going to come all the way out to here where this post is at and all the way back to where I'm standing. So that's going to be a really big run for these little bantams. They'll really enjoy themselves. And then this whole area all the way to the back of the house, from about where our air conditioner unit, all right here, all the way back to me, is all going to be garden area. And so we're going to have a fence that runs from the corner of the house here all the way back to the corner of this gate. So all of this area is all going to be garden this next year. So we've got a lot of work to do this year. This spring, to get this functional, we're going to do kind of a combination of hugelkultur and in-ground bed type situation to make it feasible and easy to get done this spring. And so we'll keep y'all up to date on what's going on with that. So I was just sitting here editing this video, and I just realized I didn't tell you much about the actual greenhouse. So this is a greenhouse. I think it is 6x8. It's the one you can get from Harbor Freight. They're aluminum framed. You have to build a base for it. The panels that they send you aren't great. They're not very insulated. They give you these wire metal clips to hold these panels in, and where I'm at, with the wind factor and everything else, they don't stay in. We actually had to, if you look in the video, on the back wall of the greenhouse, you'll see there's cardboard there, because we had to cut that center panel to make a roof panel, because we lost one of the roof panels last year from the wind. Which doesn't really hurt my feelings as far as that panel out. I'm actually going to be making a screen door and then a screen panel for that back piece, so that in the hot summers, when we are reaching 90 something, 100 plus degrees, there's plenty of airflow through there. There is also 2 roof vents, or roof windows, vents, whatever you want to call them, in the greenhouse also. So I'll be able to fix those. But we were just in such a hurry. We were getting snow. We did get snow. It's been a week since there, and we still, in some places in town and stuff where it's really shaded, there is still snow on the ground. The last 2 days have actually been fairly warm. This is what's so crazy about where I live. Literally, we had 2 days that barely got above freezing, if it reached even 32 degrees, and then within 5 days we're up close to 70 degrees, and it's unbelievable. And then we've got another snowstorm coming this week. So it's just, the weather is crazy. I'm trying to make sure my animals are okay with that. I'm trying to get my seeds started. You can see behind me I've got my shelves and stuff up and my green lights. And it's just, it's supposed to be winter. This is supposed to be downtime for the most part for us. And it's not. It's like every time we turn around, there's something else we've got to do. Something else that's got to be done. Something else. And you know what? That's just homesteading lifestyle. That's just being self-sufficient. That's just, you got to do what you got to do to get it done. And sometimes it seems like it never ends. So, with that being said, there's a lot of things that we still have to get done. But this time right now is very crucial for us as far as the gardening stuff. Yeah, you saw the backyard. It's not ready to be planted in yet. However, if I don't prepare my plants to be planted, what's the point? What's the point? It's not going to motivate me to go out there and plant anything if I don't have them in the ground. I mean, if I don't have them started here. And if I don't start them here, then I'm not going to be in a big rush or need to have any motivation to go out there and get the backyard ready for these plants to go into. So it's can be a very vicious cycle of, this one thing's got to be done, and then I got to go to the next thing, but then I still need to do this other thing, and it can be very hectic sometimes. But that greenhouse, you can see on YouTube and stuff that there are a lot of other videos that show how to alter it, how to fix the issues most people have with it, to just the various things that is non-functional and stuff with those particular type of greenhouses, which isn't a bad thing. They're very functional if you know how to fix them or what to do to make them function the way that you need them to function. And so it's just a process of getting it to that point that it will do what you need it to do the way you need it to do it. I'm going to be putting shelves in there so that I can move my plants out there. There's only one of those bantam chickens that can fly, It's the little gold and black sea breed. So I can harden off some of my produce, my little seedlings and stuff out there when they're ready to start going out into the garden. So without the chickens destroying everything. So we'll get that done, and there's, like I said, it's a never-ending thing. There's always something that's got to be done. So I just wanted to get out here and explain where we got the greenhouse, why we had to do what we did, and what the next step is for that greenhouse to get it functioning more like a greenhouse and less like a chicken coop, I guess you could say. Anyway, thank y'all. Thank you for tuning in again to S&G Family Farm, my farm friends, and we look forward to having y'all come join me for seed starting and what you need to get started.